Okay, in this example then we're going to be finding the range of a quadratic function. Here we have p of x equals x squared minus 6x plus 8. To start with though, we're just going to sketch the graph indicating the intercepts and the turning points, and then after that we're going to find the range. We'll begin by finding the y-intercept. That's nice and easy, just sub in x equals 0. Here we have 0 squared minus 6 lots of 0 plus 8, which gives us 8. Next we'll find the x-intercepts, or the roots. To do that, sub in y equals 0. This quadratic factorises nicely. We get x minus 2 and x minus 4. Which means our roots are at x equals 2 and x equals 4. Finally, we'll find the vertex, which is the turning point. To do that, we need to complete the square. In the bracket, we want half of the x term, so x minus 3 all squared, minus 9 plus 8. That simplifies to x minus 3 squared minus 1. So the vertex is at 3 minus 1. Now we have enough information to draw our graph. We have a U-shaped parabola, and we know it goes through 8 on the y-axis and 2 and 4 on the x-axis. And we know it has a turning point at 3 minus 1. Right, in part 2 then we just need to state the range of p. Looking at the graph, we can see there's a minimum point at y equals minus 1. And the range is simply the set of output values for the function, so all of the possible y values in this case. That means the range is g of x is bigger than or equal to minus 1. So if we want to find the range of a quadratic function, we simply find its turning point and we can look at the graph. Okay, now it's your turn then. Here's a similar problem to the last one. Have a go at it and then come back and check your solution against mine. Welcome back. To begin with, we'll start by finding the y-intercept. When we put in x equals 0, we get 0 squared plus 4 lots of 0 plus 5, which is 5. Next, we'll find the roots. So putting in y equals 0 gives us 0 equals minus x squared plus 4x plus 5. You're going to multiply both sides by minus 1 to make it easier to factorise. And then we'll factorise it to get x minus 5 and x plus 1. Which means our roots are 5 and minus 1. Then we'll find the vertex. To make things easier, I'm just going to factorise a minus 1 out of the first two terms. Then we'll complete the square inside of the square bracket. And then we'll expand and simplify. We'll get minus 1 times the bracket. Here we've got minus 4, which is plus 4. Then we're going to plus 5, so plus 9. So the vertex is at 2, 9. Let's take a look at the graph then. We have an N-shaped parabola going through 0, 5 with roots at minus 1 and 5. And we have a turning point at 2, 9. Part 2 then, stating the range of q. We can see the graph has a maximum point at 9. That means our range is q of x is less than or equal to 9. If you had to go at writing your range in interval notation, you would get q of x bracket minus infinity, comma 9 square bracket.